People think I'm not getting up to that boner.
There's books. Grab. You are bad.
Oops, sorry. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Switching the show.
Editing?
No.
No?
Keeping it interesting.
Cool. Hey, is it a cool job?
Thanks.
Is it a cool job?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah?
It is.
Yeah?
It is. It's
Cool.
very fun. Very fun.
Hey, for me.
Go. Thank
Thanks.
you very much. Here you go.
Hey, I have something I would like you to check out.
Okay.
$40 Android tablet from Shenzhen
Wow, really?
and $25 Android computer. Check it out. Are you gonna read it? Yeah. What? Yeah. Sorry.
Man got it.
I think we haven't done, like I've done a bunch of Baratuna Schwood things, and he's fucking awesome. And we fight respectfully. And then Schwood, I'm talking like, and then you and I are in person all the time because you're my ride.
Is that the only reason why?
John, where are you from?
I actually worked with somebody that you know pretty well, Deanna's aunt.
Oh, she is an incredible
She's
person.
awesome. Very, very cool. So
So what are you doing here?
I'm just waiting for Leo to finish taking pictures so I can make sure he gets out of here safely and on his way to Australia and I can go home.
He has to fly in like 3 hours.
Yeah.
4 hours, maybe
Yeah,
3.
it's a long
So what is this
flight.
corner here?
This is my desk. This mess is my desk. We've just built a new set here. We've always wanted to have a set with Production Alley and our beautiful water tower in the background.
Water
So
tower.
we called this Production Alley. And Chad, Leo's producer, sits here. Karsten, who produces Before You Buy and Ham Nation and a couple other shows, sits here. Liz Romero, Lizard77 in the chat room, bounces all day long on her ball. She's Lisa's assistant, and Lisa insists that she sits right outside her door. So that's why Liz used to sit here. And we were very close, and it was very convenient. And then, sadly, Liz moved out of my reach. Now she can talk to Lisa more effectively. And Frederique, who runs the whole place. She's the office manager, and she's in charge of traffic continuity. She makes sure the ads get done. She sits back there. We have a couple of editing stations in the back, and originally, Tony sat there and Alex sat there, but they decided that those really aren't very comfortable workspaces, so they've moved off into other rooms.
So the CEO sits over there.
Lisa's there.
Yeah. And editing?
These are
Editing.
editing stations, but we don't have editors stationed here anymore that you can come and do ad hoc editing here. Originally, when we moved in, Tony and Alex both sat here, but it's not really a very comfortable workspace.
They need more space?
Yeah, so
where do you
Tony
mean?
actually has been promoted, and now his office is this one. He used to be Eileen's office. He's now in charge of scheduling everybody and logistics for the company. So he's sort of a super producer in there. Josh is in here editing the tech guy right now. Hi, Josh. How's the tech guy going?
Good.
Is it encoding? Are you compressing it? Where is it in the
working
process?
on the. It's compressing right now. So it's.
So how many hours are there in this video?
Well, this is the tech guy, so it's one of our longer shows.
Yeah. So this is about 2.5 hours video, and the audio is about 2 hours.
Nice.
So.
Yeah.
Are you also making Twit encoding?
No,
Who's doing that?
Brian. We'll go show you where Brian
will be
is.
doing that,
He's
yeah.
working right now?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Because how many minutes does it take to release the full HD show?
Well, that's the thing.
Oh, how many
It's not just HD. There's 4 video versions that get encoded. Whoa, look at all the signatures. Hey, there's Nick Bilton right there. It's funny, that doesn't look like Nick Bilton.
Yeah.
And here's Baratundi. Yay, where's Baratundi? I just saw Baratundi right here.
Right. And Ryan Block. I mean, this lads. Over here. And then?
And Docta,
Yeah.
his outline. And Brian Brushwood lost a bet and lost one of his hair spikes. And there's the spike of Brian Brushwood's hair.
So do you compare the size of Odocta like over time or no?
We haven't yet, but we probably could in the future. So over here is where the important work is being done by the important editor. Hey, Brian.
Hey, John, how you doing?
How's Twit coming along?
It's going good. Almost done.
You found all those things you have to edit out and make it look like Leo's really pretty and doesn't say anything stupid?
Oh yeah, no problem. That and the bird that got let loose during the episode.
The bird flying around.
Exactly.
So this is how the edit looks,
Yeah.
and it's in Final Cut Pro.
Yeah, 7.
So can you hurry up? I mean, people are waiting.
I know. I gotta go a little bit faster.
How long?
It hasn't changed.
How long does it take?
That's last week.
So the episode finished like half an hour ago. How long does it take for it to go?
Capitalize?
Well, I sent you a friggin' set of rules. Right? Do you not pay any attention to?
How many?
I was just
Is it-
writing it up.
Is it 12 hours or how long time does it take before you release it?
Oh no, it'll be
Release?
3.
Audio in like an hour.
Audio in an hour?
Yeah.
Video?
And then we have to wait for all the encoding to go on for the 4 different versions, and as soon as that's all done, then we push the video, which will probably be done by 9:30 or 10.
9:30
And then I can
PST.
go to bed. Yeah.
PST.
4 hours from now.
All right. What are you gonna plan to do in the future to speed up the release? Can you do something?
We've got pretty powerful machines
Yeah.
right now running it, but it's one machine that does all 4 encoding. We probably
You can do it in
could
real
have-
time, no?
we-
You couldn't? It's impossible.
Well, it's a lot faster than it used to be. It's the HD thing that really slows us down. If we didn't
Yeah.
have the HD version, we would do it in real time.
What I mean is release at the same time as it's finished. That's impossible.
Well, what we finish is a raw thing that we couldn't release, right?
Yeah.
The output of compressor is way too large a file to release, so we got to encode it to the various flavors. And HD takes a long time, and they aren't in parallel; they're sequentially encoding, and it is all one process, and we can't. Post one thing. We have to wait until they're all done to post them. Then we put them up on the web page, and then we used to have to manually put them in each of the feeds. But now we have automation that once we put them on the web page, it'll create the feeds automatically, regardless of the typos we put into the web page. Right, Brian?
That's right.
Right. So Brian never makes any mistakes.
Is that a shortcut back to the studio?
Well, what this is this is like 2 rooms here. This is Jeff's editing palace.
That's right.
And that is separated by this door from Brian's breezeway of despair. This is Brian's breezeway of despair.
So he's despairing in here. What?
Well, this whole column here.
Yeah.
Although I do see that he has opened the doors, and it is a lot less stuffy in here than it was a couple hours ago.
I opened this.
This room gets pretty stuffy.
So in here,
This is out back in the studio.
back in the studio, right here.
This stuff is still going on.
So how long have you been a Twit?
I started in May of 2009.
All right.
I retired from my job and was on my way up to my retirement home in Washington. And a week before I left my house in Southern California, I heard Leo saying, "We need another board op." So I said, "Oh, well, on my way up to Washington, I'll stop in Petaluma and see if I can board op for Leo for a while." And then I ended up building this.
How huge is gonna be the Twit? How huge is it? How huge is it going to be?
I was the
Like this is a
fifth-
revolution.
I was
This is the
fifth
biggest.
employee, and we have 25 employees now.
25.
We were in a 1,600 square foot cottage. Now we're in a 9,600 square foot brick house, and we're full. We could not house another employee. I mean, people. I mean, in these little cubicles.
Close to the phone company, I guess?
Well, Alex is our flow master. And I guess
Flow
he's
master.
in love with this guy now. This just appeared. Not really sure who that is, but
That's the
Alex-
Microsoft UI guy.
Oh, that is the Microsoft guy. Alex is our token Windows fan. Colin's workspace, but Colin has said, "I've had enough of Northern California. I'm going back to Philadelphia where they have superstorms." So he moved back to Philadelphia 2 weeks ago, and now he has no power. And Bert gets to work over there, but we have no more space to put people.
Can we?
Sure.
So here's
So this
some,
is the famous brick wall.
and it's filled out.
So we thought,
Are there any empty spaces in the brick wall? Or it's full
well,
out.
it's full. Yeah, we have more wall. If we had to put in more brick, we have more wall back there.
Let's just check out outside. So now it's like 7 p.m.
Yeah, it's dark early.
Could you build an extra story on top or something?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
All right.
If we outgrow this place, we'll go to another place. If we do this 3 years in here, it might be. And at that point,
Can you use the down so much or not so much?
the basement?
Yeah.
Oh, we live in the basement. The basement is an important part of the tour. Now, This is just a preliminary personal tour. Chad gives the official tour in a couple minutes, and Chad will indeed show you the server room and the AV room and all our crap in the basement. That when we originally envisioned this space, moving into this space, we thought it was going to cost about $350,000 to build it. It ended up costing $1.25 million.
Okay.
So we had a fundraiser. We sold bricks. The small bricks for $128. The large bricks for $512. Aren't those interesting numbers?
So Dvorak paid how much?
No,
How much?
Dvorak did not pay for that. Some
He got it for free.
No, some No Agenda fan paid for it.
Ah, yeah,
Didn't
of course.
pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of No Agenda fans. Right? In fact, I think there's a couple other.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
In
a-
the Morning somewhere.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, there's a couple other. I'm a critic. I like to watch it to laugh at them because they're so silly. So anyway, $250,000 we made on the bricks. So they helped a lot defray the costs.
All right.
But this place lets us do a lot of stuff. We have a lot of shows and they look good. So potentially it's all going to pay off. One of the things that we're betting on by moving here is the live audience is going to grow. Right now we're making all our money on the downloads. But we anticipate in the future downloads are not going to be as important to people. People aren't going to want to put stuff on their computer. They have live streaming. People are going to be wanting to watch our live streaming like they watch TV.
for me.
So that's going to be a, where we think our future is going to be is not monetizing so much the on-demand viewing, which is right now where all our money comes from, is counting the downloads, but the live viewers. The metrics are a little more complicated with the live viewers. It's hard to figure it out. Am I wasting your tape? Do you need to save your battery for Chad's tour?
I'm bouncing.
You're not touring?
No.
Oh, everybody left?
Yeah, everyone left.
Okay.
Podcast from Australia?
No. I'm not working at all. I'm just going for a ride.
Just holiday.
Just a holiday, yeah.
Happy holiday.
Yeah. See you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
A very special thing about the Twit Brick House is the fact that we have an 8-foot raised floor. Very few technology corporations have an 8-foot raised floor. It makes wiring underneath the floor very easy. Let's go see the 8-foot raised floor.
What was this building before?
Well, before we moved in here, it was Bias Electronics, which did audio software for the Macintosh. And they're still in Petaluma. This building was too big for them, so they moved to a smaller building in Petaluma. Before that, it was a drugstore. Originally, it was a furniture manufacturer and retailer. So originally, they
This is huge.
made furniture here. This is our 8-foot raised ceiling. You can actually walk. Our 8-foot raised floor. You can actually walk under the floor here.
And you can actually build like 12 more studios here, no?
No.
No?
You can't work here.
Why not?
Because the ceiling's too low. These fire things are too low. You know, it's not the code. So we can store stuff here. And obviously, if you're storing stuff here, you've got to pack stuff. You've got to be able to do stuff with the equipment you're storing. But you can't have a desk. You can't have people who actually work here.
Is it because it's illegal or because
Well, it's
people
not
hit the
code.
heads?
Yeah, the fire department wouldn't like it.
How about just having small people here?
Yeah.
As long as the fire department doesn't come and look at them, then I guess it's not a problem. But I'm not going to challenge the fire department. All right, so we have a co-tenant here in the building, Pixel Core. That's all their nice, neat, organized stuff over there. This stuff over here, which is not so nice and neat and organized, that's our stuff. I want to show you this room back here. This is where the basement tour starts.
It smells like servers. It smells like networking.
I love the smell of servers in the morning. Smells like new media.
It smells like fast bandwidth.
Do not lock this door. Okay, I apologize that my coworkers have locked this door. I have to tell them, do not lock this door because the door lock is not very good. So, this is what we call the brains of the operation. Into the studio comes 100 megabit symmetrical fiber goes there. We've got 35 symmetrical Ethernet to the first mile from SonicNet fiber. It's from Comcast, so we also get 20 and 5 up copper in addition to the 100 megabyte symmetrical. And there's some other stuff here. So we have many pipes to the outside world that we can switch to as needed. We have several networks, and the switches and gateways are in this rack along with our SAN and other storage stuff. but what I really like are the several networks we have and the way they've been color coded. This is the production network. This is for like when Leo's sitting at the round table, this is for the computers that are on live. We want them to be able to download pages as fast as possible. This is the lowest priority network. This is the office network. This is the one I get to hook up to. This is the streaming network. So all of our streams go out, and this has a very high...
So if I disconnect it,
yeah, if you disconnect it, it might be a problem.
it would turn off all the different ones.
Well, there's, you know, one of these is connected to the Wirecast streaming machine.
That
would be the
forwards it.
one you don't want to disconnect. The editors also they don't need such a big pipe down, but they need a big pipe up because they're moving large files around all the time. So this is the editors network.
So how fast is their upload? Is it 25 or is it 100?
Well, we have I really don't know, but they probably are using the 100, the fiber.
So there's a fiber dual.
There's there's a symmetrical 100 up, 100 down fiber in addition to the 35-35 and the 25 copper and something else. So there's a whole bunch of bandwidth.
Nice.
So we call this the brains of the operation. We have a show called The Biz Wiz. Matt Ryder does a show for us. He did a tour down here, and I really enjoyed one of the things he said about this place. He said, this is where they fix all the equipment at Twit, which is very convenient because this is where they break all the equipment at Twit.
Break.
Yeah, that's a joke. It's very funny.
Yeah, that's
so,
funny.
I just showed you the brain, and now I will point out the aorta that goes from the brain to
Sounds like more servers.
the heart. No servers. We have no servers in this
What
building
is
at all.
this? Sounds like more networking.
No networking here. This is our AV room. So we have the heart, we have the aorta, we have the brain. This is my audio rack. This is all of our audio equipment. The analog nodes and the mic nodes for the Axie gear and the processing. The TriCaster, the heart of the video switch. This little piece of gear right here, which is controlled by this. The video hub has 72 in, 144 out. That lets us put any camera, any source into any of the monitors and then into the TriCaster. Our Skype machines where we make our Skype phone calls. This is a big machine we have VidBlaster on that we use as a downstream video switcher. This is one streaming to Big Gravity and Justin and Ustream. This is one that streams to, it's an HLS stream for iPad devices. These are flash streams, and this is HTML live streaming. This is just a computer we use to manage the audio system. This is a brand new thing that we got, the Elemental. This is what's making all the noise. This is going to replace these two machines. This is a dedicated streaming machine that will stream better than Wirecast, more reliably than Wirecast. The problem is we bought this machine and it's maxed out. We're still testing it, but if we put a lot of streams on it, it's maxed out and it has no room for growth. So we're going to send this back and get a larger one. But that's our newest. And look, they're still doing whatever it is they're doing up there.
Cool.
So this is the Mac Pro that's recording. This is fiber connected to the SAN, and we control this up at the control desk. You know the control desk spins around, and it spins around right up there. These are all the cables that go up the hole in the ceiling up to the control desk that spins around. So this is the Mac we record on. This is where the chat, we see the chat all around. There's a little Mac Mini running chat.
Is that the IRC server?
Uh-huh.
So if I disconnect, 1,000 people get disconnected?
No, it's just a client.
Client, okay.
Yeah, we have the server somewhere else. This is running the Video Hub software, and if you're brave, if you remember back in the brains, you saw some professionally cabled equipment.
Yeah.
Now here's the equipment that I cabled.
Alright.
Not quite the same, but you notice it's all green. There were no green cables in the other room.
This is like Google in 1999.
The green is my audio stuff. There's the back of the TriCaster. There's the back of the Video Hub with 72 in, 144 out, and then the back of all these rack machines. I love it.
What are you doing? Are you stealing some popcorn?
This is new media. In new media, you get snacks and sodas. All the snacks and sodas you can eat. And free.
New media.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Lisa's gone on a trip for 3 weeks. I suspect we'll run out of snacks before she gets back.
Can we look in the fridge?
We'll do. You can look in the fridge. I don't
With
know.
video?
Sure, there's nothing good. I mean, it's nothing exciting.
There was some mayo and mustard. Cool. So what are you planning?
Hey, I don't know
What are
if
you gonna
guys have
do?
been seeing the tweets to Leo.
So I am going to go back to San Francisco. I'm actually staying with Nick in his cottage, for real. That wasn't just a joke when he said that. And I'm going to work. I've got to work on this project, YourExcuseSucks.com. It's a cultivated wit production to shame people who are not voting. I'm going to be up for a couple hours on that. Hopefully connect with a friend over dinner. And then work all day tomorrow to push this thing. I'm hanging out with Twitter tomorrow, meet up with some old folks, and then fly back to New York, cast my vote, because I love America more than people, and then come back out here to watch the results and do some work on Wednesday. Then I'm up to Portland and off to the rest of the
Hey, make
world.
sure Obama wins, because I think I'm European. 80% or 90% we want Obama to win.
Yeah,
we
no,
don't
because you guys have a big stake in this.
we don't want a new George Bush type, you know.
I agree. I understand that. Actually, I watched the foreign policy debate from London, and it was interesting to be in Europe and not have Europe mentioned at all in the foreign policy debate, given the Eurozone crisis, debt, immigration, all kinds of big things going over there. And I feel like there should be a debate where people, non-U.S. citizens abroad have a chance to question the people who want to run a big piece of the world from the White House, because they are constituents. They don't get to vote, but they are severely impacted by the U.S. stance on everything from finance to technology to militarism. So I'll lobby for that. You know, we'll see who listens.